One of the best things about a new NHL game is looking at everyone's overalls and trade value. So in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I'm on the Anaheim Ducks. I've made no changes. This is the day one roster. So we'll start with the Anaheim Ducks and then we'll go in alphabetical order. I'll sort it by overall and then we can take a quick look. The Ducks will be one of the lower rated teams in the game, but Troy Terry, 86 overall, Mason McTavish, 86 overall. High top six potential for McTavish, Reinstrom, 85, Fowler, 85, 84 for Minty Yukov. I believe is how you pronounce his name, or Mintyukov. I have a Ducks fan at work. He's gonna rip me apart for pronouncing it like that. But medium elite, 84 overall, played really good last year. Trevor Zegras is medium elite as well, 84. Leo Carlson, 83 medium elite. Going down kind of just so you can see everyone on the roster, and we'll go through goalies after. So these are going to be all the potentials of the Anaheim Ducks, so I don't think anything too surprising there, but we'll start with the Boston Bruins here and we'll go through each team again by overall. David Pastrnak, and one cool thing they have now is they have no move clause, modified no move clause, so you have to actually be more strategic in your trading in NHL 25. So Pasta up to a 95, McAvoy 92 but medium franchise, Marchand 89, Hampus, Lindholm 87, Carlo, Charlie Coyle, Zadorov. Looking here, not a lot of good depth if I'm being honest, but they're top heavy very much with this squad, especially with Pastrnak and Charlie McAvoy. So those are the Boston Bruins. The Buffalo Sabres, Rasmus Dahlin, newly minted captain, 91 overall. Tage Thompson, 88. Bowen Byram up to an 87. Same with Tuck. Owen Power, medium elite at 86. Cousins, medium top 6 at 85. Patrica, Jack Quinn, 83. Jason Zucker, Lafferty, Clifton, Zach Benson in there. And I'll go fairly quickly through most of the roster, so don't be scared to pause the video if you want to look at someone in particular, but we got all the way down here. And then we're going to go to the next team, the Calgary Flames. Rasmus Anderson leads the way. Nazem the Dream Kadri, Kuzmenko. We got Uyghur, Shankovic, Jonathan Huberdeau down to an 85 overall, which is tough because if you look at his contract right here, he's making 10.5 for the next 7 years. So that's a rough one for the Calgary Flames. Blake Coleman, 84. Mantha, Jake Bean, Connor Zary. Canado is a medium top 6 at 79. Kevin Ball, who they traded for. And we got Kuznetsov, not Evgeny, of course. He is in the KHL now. And then we're moving on to the Carolina Hurricanes, who are a pretty good team in this game. We got Sebastian Aho, Slavin just short of that 90 overall, Svechnikov 88, Seth Jarvis up to an 87, Nikas 87 as well. We got Brent Burns 86, Sean Walker, Orlov, Gostisbehere, Jordan Stahl. But again, if you need to see anyone in particular, feel free to pause the video. Moving on to the Chicago Blackhawks, who will be one of the worst teams in the game, to be honest here. But we got Connor Bedard at an 88 overall, medium franchise potential. These are his stats. First year in the league, had about, I think it was 57 or 60 points. So obviously his shooting category is going to be off the charts. Defensive and physical quite low right now. But again, he's not on the team to throw the body. That is someone like Captain Nick Foligno, 82 overall. They got Teuvo Teravainen and Seth Jones. But their big thing is going to be their rookies. So Korchinski, medium elite at 81 overall. Rico is 79 at medium top 6. And anyone else standing out here, we have Lewinsky at a medium top 6. We have Vanaker at a medium top 6. So a lot of medium top 6s on the Chicago Blackhawks. Colorado, probably going to be one of the most top-heavy teams in the game. We got Nathan McKinnon, 96 overall, and here's a look at his stats. The second highest overall in the game, I believe, after Connor McDavid. So no weaknesses to his game whatsoever. Cale Makar, 95, the highest highest defenseman in the game, medium franchise as well, offensive defenseman, and everything through him is absolutely pumping. We got Rantanen at a 93, Devon Toews 89, Middlestat. We got Landeskog, Valerian Tushkin if he can, get his act together, we'll say that. Jonathan Drouin, Manson, Miles Wood, Brandstrom coming over from the Ottawa Senators, Parker Kelly coming over from the Ottawa Senators, and that looks like it'll be about it. We got Richie, a medium top 6 in the CHL right now for the Colorado Avalanche. Next up, Zach Rowinski and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Unfortunately, no more Johnny Gaudreau. RIP to the legend. The guy is a magician, but yes, RIP to Johnny Hockey. We got Ivan Provorov, Fantilli, Severson. We got Yurichek, who is medium elite 84. Kent Johnson, medium elite 84. Marchenko, Sean Monahan comes over during the offseason. Boone Jenner, JVR, Sillinger. Anyone else of value? Medium elite. We got Lindstrom here. 77 at medium elite's pretty good. They got a pretty decent amount of potential defensemen there. And we're going to just keep going down. And I'm seeing Sillinger's brother, it looks like. The Dallas Stars, Heiskanen, 92 overall. Jason Robertson, 91. Rupe Hintz, 89. Wyatt Johnson, 87. Harley, 87. Duchesne, 86. This is a very well-balanced team. Sagan and Ben, 86. Lundell, 86. Marchment, 85. Logan Stankoven, 84, medium elite. Dumba, I'm getting Dadonov on the squad here. I'm just going to keep going down. We got Bichel, Kyrou. No one else of noting here. Hemming. But continuing down, the Detroit Red Wings, we got Patrick Kane and Dylan Larkin at the top, 88 and 89. Mo Sider up to an 88. Same with Lucas Raymond. So a pretty good top 6 players here. No 90s, but all high 80s to Brinkat. And all medium or exact elite. Jeff Petrie, Gusterson. And we have Rasmussen, Edvinson, who's a medium elite at, I think it's 21 years old. Yeah, 21 years old, medium elite. Continue going down. Joe Valeno's on the squad. We got Berggren. We have Casper, medium elite, 76, 20 years old, medium top 4 for Wallander. And then Sedin Palika. I don't actually know anything about him, but 74 at 19 is pretty damn solid for him. And then going over to the Edmonton Oilers. So you're going to have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl lead the way. So Connor McDavid, highest player in the game. And what would it take for Connor McDavid to have a 99 overall? You see every other game have it. You know, you got the NBA, you got Jokic as a 99. The MLB has Aaron Judge probably is a 99. I don't know that. Stat check me for that one. The NFL has Mahomes. So Connor McDavid, why are you not 99 overall? Here are all of his stats here. Passing 98 should be a 99. Basically all of his offensive stats should be a 99. That's just the way it is. Leon Draisaitl 95. Evan Bouchard only a top 4. I'm surprised they didn't have him as a medium elite since he's better than most medium elite players, but hey, that is what it is. Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Ekholm, Jeff Skinner, Darnell Nurse down to an 85, and he's another one that's tough. We're just going to say tough. We're going to say tough. No move clause for the next 6 years, basically, and he's got to be paid $9.25 million, especially after signing Leon Draisaitl to that huge extension. Arvidsson, Adam Henrique, Evander Kane, Kulak, Derek Ryan, Connor Brown, Corey Perry signs with them. But not a lot of prospects coming up, we can say. They're definitely in a win-now mode, the Edmonton Oilers. Florida defending Stanley Cup champions here. 390 overalls. We got Barkov, Tkachuk, and Reinhart. Reinhart coming out 50 goals. Gustav Forsling, Varagahi, Aaron Ekblad. Kind of go through this a little bit quicker. Boquist, AJ Greer. Any potential. Bjorgfont coming from the LA Kings. Smeshnikovich. Yikes. I'm going to get ripped apart for how I pronounce most of these names, but that's okay. Kopitar and Doughty, who just unfortunately got announced that he has a fractured ankle, out month to month, so that's a tough break for the LA Kings, but Adrian Kempe's been good. Quentin Byfield up to an 86 medium elite. That's not bad. Mikey Anderson, Fiala, Deneau, Trevor Moore. This team, unfortunately, though, every single year matches up with the Edmonton Oilers, and it always goes downhill for them. So maybe they can get over that hump. You never know. They did take one player from the Edmonton Oilers, Warren Foegele, so maybe he's the difference maker. Minnesota Wild, Caprill the Thrill, franchise potential, 93 overall at 27 years of age. Brodin, Zuccarello, Spurgeon, Brock Faber, medium elite, 22 years old. He's a stud. Boldy's a stud. So these two are going to get really good. Probably 90 overall. Joel Eriksson Ek, Ryan Hartman, Philip Gaudreau, Ogren, Yannick Trenin. Keep going down here. See if we notice anyone else. Lambos is on this squad at 74. Rook O'Rook is going to be 69. And the Montreal Canadiens, La Canadien de Montréal. You got Nick Suzuki, 89. Cole Caulfield, 88 at 23 years old. Matheson, 87. Slavkovsky up to an 85, 20 years old, medium elite. Patrick Liney's got that top 6 potential. Kirby Dach, high top 6. Alex Newhook, Lane Hudson, 82 overall at 20 years old. He's going to be a really fun player to watch. Gallagher, Barron, Christian Dvorak, Arbor, Jack-Eye, 79 overall. Give him the 80 just off fighting alone. Keep going down this list. We got Reinbacher at 74 overall at 19 years old. Massar, 71. So a couple good prospects coming up for the Montreal Canadiens here. The Nashville Predators, Roman Josi, exact elite. Normally is a franchise, so gone down a little bit. Stammers comes over in the offseason with Jonathan Marchand. So, but 390 overalls on this squad. And then Brady Shea at 87. Gustav Nyquist, Ryan O'Reilly, Novak Fabro. And do we have any good potential players in the system here? Tomasino. Nothing too crazy here. We got Kemmel at 74, 20 years old there. Edstrom's not bad as well. Also Molidik, yikes. Can't pronounce any of these names here, but we're going to keep going, pretend like I didn't make any mistakes. And we got Coverboy, Jack Hughes, 94 overall. Jesper Bratt, 89. So a good overall for Jesper Bratt. I think he's really underrated, but 89 at 26 medium elites. Good for him. Dougie Hamilton, Brett Pesce, Nico Hischier, Timo Meyer. So about 6 or 7 players above 87, which is crazy. Luke Hughes is also an 86, another cover boy. Mercer, Brendan Dillon, Siegenthaler, Eric Holla, Nolan Foote. A lot of good players in this team. This is a team that should have been in the playoffs last year, but it kind of all just went downhill. So expect them to be better this upcoming year. Moving on to the New York Islanders, we got Mr. Matt Barzal. We got Noah Dobson. We got Pelech, Ryan Pulak, Bo Horvat, Ryan Nelson, Anthony Duclair, former Sens legend, Romanov, any good potential players in here. Scott Mayfield's up to a top 4. Bolduc, top 4, 78 at 23. He can potentially grow to the low to mid 80s. Cholowitsky, and moving on to the New York Rangers, who very top heavy too here. We got Artemi Panarin, who's at a 95 overall. So for someone who plays in such a big market, a very underrated name. Not a lot of people talk about him as one of the best players in the league, but 95 overall, 92 for Adam Fox, one of the top offensive defensemen. Zibanejad, 89. Trocheck, Keandre Miller up to an 86. Alexander Lafreniere, 86, medium elite. Lindgren, 84, top 4. Schneider, Will Cooley's up there. Capo Caco still has that elite potential for the New York Rangers, and we're continuing to go down here. Off to the Ottawa Senators, the best team in the NHL. Brady Tkachuk, 89. Timmy Stu, 88. Claude Giroux, 87. Sanderson, 86. Shabbat, Batson. Norris, 85. He should be like a 16 overall. He's terrible. The worst injury player in the world. The guy has no shoulders, but that's okay. Artem Zub, David Perron, 84, new addition. Nick Jensen, 81, but the Sens don't have too many potential guys in the system. Xavier Bouglet, who came from the Edmonton Oilers, may be able to crack a roster spot eventually. And then Carter Yamachuk is in 73 at medium elite. The Philadelphia Flyers, we got Travis Konechny, Travis Sanheim, so Travis squared to lead off the Philadelphia Flyers. Owen Tippett, Cam York, Morgan Frost, 84 medium elite. Jamie Drysdale, 83 medium elite. Bobby Brink is a medium top 6. Mishkov, Matvei Mishkov, 82 high elite. So he's definitely going to be someone who goes to the mid 90s as you progress in franchise mode here. But looking at the Philadelphia Flyers, anything else of value? Andre, but nothing really else there. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Penguins, Mr. Sidney Crosby, Captain Canada, 94 overall. you can make him 99. He's an absolute legend. Playing with Gino at 88 overall. Erik Karlsson drops down to an 88 overall. Letang, definitely an older team, but Crosby just took a team-friendly deal, so I'm sure that they can make something happen. Brian Rust, Michael Bunting, any other potentials? So we got O'Connor, Lars Eller on this squad. Not a lot of depth of potential here, so I don't know what Pittsburgh's going to do, but they're kind of in a win-now mode with not the greatest squad. The San Jose Sharks top player is 86 overall, Tyler Toffoli. Poor Logan Couture. He's just been rotting away as a San Jose Shark. Granlund, Wallman, Cody Ceci, and Macklin, Celebrini. There it is. 82 overall, medium elite. We'll take a look at the first overalls stats right here. So definitely he's got the best stats in terms of puck skills, shooting, and senses, and skating. Physical and defense always going to be kind of a little bit weaker for the smaller players that are just pure elite goal scorers. Wenberg, Will Smith, and I'm not talking actor Will Smith here, 81 overall, medium elite. He might slap someone if there's a name Ross out there. Mark-Edward Vlasic down to an 80 overall. Yikes. Anyone else down here worth noting? We got Dickinson. What a name. 73 overall, medium elite. Musty. These guys got the greatest names. 70 medium elite. Don't know any of those guys. Don't watch any of the San Jose Sharks. Way too late past my bedtime for them. Brandon Montour is leading the Seattle Kraken at 87 overall. Vinny Dunn, McCann, Chandler Stevenson, Tolvanen, Jordan Eberle, captain clutch right there. Matty Berners is at 84 overall, medium elite. Going through, Shane Wright still has that medium elite potential, so can still be pretty good at 79. Franchise mode, definitely worth picking him up. And going down through a couple top six, we got Caden at a 71 medium elite, so he'll be pretty good. The Seattle Kraken have some good prospects in the system there. The St. Louis Blues, Robert Thomas, Jordan Kyrou, and Pavel Buchnevich. Going down here pretty quickly, top four, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, not too bad. Braden Shen, Kasperi Kapanen, Dylan Holloway. Dvorsky is at a 79. Broberg, 80. A couple players that potentially can go over the hump here, but no one that is guaranteed to be a 90 overall in their system as of right now. The Tampa Bay Lightning, led by Nikita Kucherov, the raging Russian, 95 overall. Probably third or fourth best player in the game in terms of overall. We got Victor Hedman at 92, Braden Point at 92, another underrated superstar. Then we have Gensel at a 90, so 490 overalls, 87 for Hagel, which seems kind of high, but I guess he had 75 points last year. Chernak, Nick Paul, Connor Sheary, and then down in the system, we got Connor Geeky, not too bad there. Anyone else? And that seems it. The Toronto Maple Leafs, we have Austin Matthews at 95, high franchise potential. So he'll probably end up scoring 80 goals in a simulation if you end up doing it. His stats for shooting are actually pretty low. In my opinion, they should probably be all 99s from scoring 70 goals last year. Mitch Marner, 91. Willie Nee, 91. Morgan Riley, 88. Tavares stripped of captaincy, stripped of his X factors, and he's at 87 now. Max Domi, Chris Tanev comes in the offseason. Kampf, who else do we have here? Bobby McMahon is up to a 78 overall. I thought he would be higher. They typically give the Leafs a little bit more of an overall jump. Cowan, medium, top six. And moving on to the Utah Hockey Club, what a name. Clayton Keller leads the way at 89 overall, medium elite. Sergachev, finally coming off a couple injuries, hopefully can stay healthy. 88 overall. Logan Cooley, 85 medium elite. Gunter, 84 medium elite. So they got a couple kids that are coming up here. Valimaki is going to be good. McBain. Anyone else? Josh Doan, I believe his name is. Yes, Josh Doan. Shane Doan's son, actually. Going through, and we got one more here. Taja Ginla, yes, the draft in the previous draft year. So a couple good players in the system for the Utah Hockey Club, who formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes. Moving on to Vancouver, we got cover boy Quinn Hughes with the big overall buff, 94 medium franchise. So he's just going to keep getting better. He's got 2 more years of growth in franchise mode if you're playing that. He can work on his shooting categories and physical. Everything else is off the charts, high 90s, which makes sense. We got JT Miller at a 92, which is probably the highest one that the overall it seems the highest. 92 for JT Miller. He did have a good year. He's an underrated superstar that people don't talk about. I mean, he had 103 points. Who's talking about his 103 points? But great year from him. Peterson, Brock Besser, Pierre Sniper, Hronik, Tyler Myers on the squad. Dakota Joshua's overall looks good. And going through the bottom here, we got Ratty. And that looks like it's it for the Vancouver Canucks. The Vegas Golden Knights, Jack Eichel, Pietrangelo, Mark Stone, 89 overall. His injury should be like 12. He gets injured every year and then goes on LTIR and then somehow comes back for the playoffs, ready for a playoff run. Doesn't make sense. Thomas Hurdle, William Karlsson, Barbashev. Who else do we have on here? Hag, Cormier. Nothing too much. The controller battery says it's going to die, but that's okay. Alexander Ovechkin, highest overall on the Washington Capitals. 89, definitely has fallen off over the past couple of years, but all he needs is 42 goals to pass Wayne Gretzky, so that's all he's got to go for. Last year, 31, but he had like 6 goals in 40 games and he turned it on at the end of the season, so hopefully he can get there. Only 38 years old, so he's got a couple more years. 20 goal seasons is all we need. John Carlson, Dylan Strome, Chychrun coming over from Ottawa, Tom Wilson, Matt Roy, Rasmus Sandin, Mangiapane, Ethan Bear, Protas, Mike McMichael, Alexiev, and then the depth here, a couple different top 6 guys that potentially can grow into a medium top 6 role. And then finally, the Winnipeg Jets, Kyle Connor going to be their only 90 overall. Scheifele, 89. Josh Morrissey, 89. Ehlers, 86. Cole Perfetti, Adam Laurie. A couple of good players here. Miller, Nemistenkov. Anyone in the system coming up for them. The trade values do seem pretty low. Like, you can basically get any of these players for like a 4th round pick, which kind of is crazy. But that's going to be all of the squads. I'll quickly go through and go the goaltenders. So we got Swayman here. I'll go just like this. Swayman, Luukkonen, and you can just pause the video if you want to see them more in depth. Freddie Anderson, Peter Mrazek, 84, Georgiev, 84, Merzinglis, 83, Ottinger's at a 90. We got Talbot at an 84. That's hilarious. Stuart Skinner, 86, a big jump for him. Bobrovsky off the Stanley Cup at a 90. Ali King's nothing much. Kemper, 82. Fleury, 84. Gusserson, 84. So they got to decide what they're going to do. Montembeault, 83. Saros, 89. The Markstrom, 87. And by the way, I'm on Anaheim. John Gibson, 90 overall. And we got Sorokin, 90. Vermolov, 85. Shesterkin, 80 or 92. The Sens got Olmark at 89. Forsberg, 81. No goalie for Philly, as we all know what happened with Carter Hart. He's lead goaltender for the Police right now. We'll put it that way. We got Tristan Jarry, 86 overall. Mackenzie Blackwood, 82. Same with Vanacek and Askarov. So Askarov will most likely be the starter for the San Jose Sharks. The Kraken have Joey Decord at 84. The Blues get Binnington at 86. Vasilevsky, 92. Justin Wool, 83. The only problem with Toronto's game there. Utah, Connor Ingram at an 85 with Vejmelka. It's close, maybe. Vancouver, 91, Thatcher Demkos, and Arthur Seelovs actually gets an 81 overall after his miraculous playoff run. Aiden? I think it's Aiden. Yeah, Aiden Hill, 86 overall, and Washington Capitals, Logan Lassie's for the Ascends. 84 with Lindgren, 84. Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuyck, 93 overall. Those are all the overalls. Let me know in the comments who is the most overrated player and the least underrated. We got Jake Sanderson, 86, should be a 94. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.